So this is Graphical Analysis. This is the program that we are going to be using in lab to graph. If you look to the left, this is your data set. So to change your data set, or at least your label on your data set, double click it. Every data set should have a name and a quantity, units. So in this case, let's make a time, and time will measure in seconds. So we hit done, and you'll just see the time in seconds. In fact, with graphical analysis, it's pretty intuitive. Whenever you want to do anything, just double click it. So we want to name the y-axis, double click it, give it a second, the dialog will pop up, and now we have velocity. And this velocity we're going to put in meters per second. And there we go. Now this graph needs a name. So the name is going to be in the major part of the graph. So just double click that anywhere in the body of the graph. And another dialog box will pop up with the title. So this is a velocity versus time graph. So now we have our graph. Now you'll notice that this graph only goes up to 3 on both axes. But on our time and velocity over here, it goes up to 5. So you'll just scroll across the top part, and then, oh look, the name of whatever the button is will pop up, and we'll hit the auto scale button. And now we have a graph that's been scaled to our data set. So now we need a trend line. And this looks more or less linear, so we're going to go through. Examine, no. Tangent, no. Stat, don't really need any statistics, or don't need an integral. We just need a linear fit. So you hit the linear fit button, and here it goes. And you'll notice that all of our data, the slope, intercept, all comes up on this. If you double click this, you can adjust your uncertainty. And if you want it to show in decimals or sigmas. So I click this. Now look, I've got slope, uncertainty of the slope, and because I entered my units on these axes, they pop up right here. If, for instance, let's say this point's bad, you just grab this point, and now that line doesn't include that bottom point anymore. Now let's pretend that you wanted a different type of fit. Let's say you wanted a curve. So you come over here to Curve Fit, click this button, it'll pop up, and let's say that we want a variable power. Most of the time you don't want variable power, you want, look at all these choices here, power fit. The reason you choose power fit is because it will calculate A and B, the power that it's going to be. Hit the try fit button, and you hit OK. And then if you'll take a look, that is not a bad fit. Let's see what happens when I include this little outlier, and it doesn't get much better. But that's how you use graphical analysis. If you want to name something, you just double click it. If you want to see uncertainty, you double click this box and just put your mouse over these buttons until you actually see what they do. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask during lab.